Welcome to Battle Rankings Live. My name is Svetlana, and today I'm joined with John.
Hello.
And I have a little video for you, John.
Okay.
And we're just going to be talking over a few different scenarios that are happening.
Okay.
Okay, so first we're going to go over Blitz. Is there anything you want to start out with before you see this clip?
Well, blitzes are very good, especially if you're a German in World War II, because you get to do a shoot and scoot afterwards. They allow you to move 4 inches forward and fire as if you didn't move. So it is very useful if you can roll the dice for it.
And we're going to see what happens when you don't roll the dice for it.
So what Lana's going to try to do here is a movement order called Blitz on her 3 armored cars there. And basically what that does is she has to roll a skill check. And if she passes that skill check, those armored cars can move 4 inches. And even though they quote unquote moved, they are counted as not moving for the purposes of shooting. So their skill, I'm assuming, is like a 3 or a 4.
So I need to roll a 4 to Blitz.
Yes. However, if she fails this Blitz, then they count as moving and are +1 to hit.
Yes.
So she failed that, which means they are just going to move as normal, but she only has to move 2 of them because one of them already has line of sight.
Now, since I failed, he still counts as moving, though.
Yes, they all have failed Blitz now, so they're all going to be +1 to hit.
So I'm moving out of them anyway.
All right, fair enough.
What'd you think of that?
You didn't have to move all 3 of them.
I know I didn't have to move all 3 of them, but so what was happening there? I'll without it playing. I wanted to move them so that I could get these tanks up here.
Okay. Well, but he already said one already had line of sight. So.
Yeah, I know, but just for the sake of getting a few more shots in.
You would have got more shots if you didn't move him, because then you have to
moving
rate of fire. He was wrong with that. You don't count as moving rate of fire. You have a +1 to hit.
Okay.
You still keep your, if you don't move, you still have your stationary rate of fire. So you would have to move 2 of them, yes. But I would have left the 3rd one there, so that way you still had 4 shots instead of just 3 shots.
Okay.
But if you don't have to move it, you don't have to move it. And if you're already at a +1, getting rid of a dice just worsens your odds.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the next thing is contesting objectives. What do you have anything to say about that before we get to?
As the attacker, you want to make sure that you're always with 8 in the objective. That way you're contesting it and the game continues. If you're the defender, make sure that you stay within 4 of your objective and try to push the attacker outside of 8.
Okay, so the way we did this game is we were doing a free-for-all with the free-for-all capture the flag type of situation. The objective in the center of the table, we had to capture the objective in order to win. The objective was worth 3 points, and then any other units destroyed, we also counted as a point each. And that's kind of how we scored it out, just because we used a smaller table setup. And each of us had 50-point armies.
Gotcha.
So here's the contesting of the objective. Like I said, because we changed it for the sake of a demo game, there might be some isms there. This will just be a tactical move.
Yep.
Kind of consolidating into the house and then up to the objective.
Remember, infantry can't shoot their own infantry until they have remained still. for a turn. So put like your HMG at the front, so it has the most shots. It's this one right here is your maximum. This one right here. There you go.
This guy's backwards. And I'm not concerned about measuring it just because it's just
8
a
inches.
little jump. I'm not doing a big move.
So now most of that infantry has bulletproof cover and concealment now, which is good. Gives a little more survivability, and you are contesting the objective. So that infantry stays there for a while, then they'll be able to get you that extra 3 points.
Okay. What you think?
Well, it's a good thing you moved them into the craters for bulletproof cover, and look good. Since you weren't moving that fast, that would have been a good use of a blitz. That way you can be considered gone to ground.
Oh, blitzing the infantry forward?
Yeah, blitzing them forward to contest because you weren't moving a full 8 inches. That way you're contesting the objective, you're still gone to ground, and now you're in bulletproof cover. So that would have been an excellent use of a blitz move.
This demo game was with Luke Phillips. Thank you, Luke. This is capturing the objective. Is there anything said to capturing objectives before we get to it, or before we watch this part?
No, not yet.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, but I don't want to leave my machine gun over here out of command.
No, you don't have to. You can just.
Oh, just leave the machine gun back?
No, you can just leave the leader halfway between. So he's got command radius of the guys in the crater.
Oh, that makes sense. And just do a
and then
cross-country situation?
nope, just a tactical. You got 8 inches. You got more than enough to get into the crater. Because I'm trying to set you up to do an assault into this building here.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Well, yeah, but you want to keep your leader halfway there, and then you want to stick your latte here.
And you pause right
so
there.
you can get.
So if your machine gun, if you're not moving your machine gun, he doesn't get any penalties for you moving everybody else away from him, so he's out of command. If he moves, then he receives penalties because he's out of command. But as long as he stays where he's at, he doesn't receive any penalties for being out of command.
Oh, okay.
So you can move everybody else up and just kept your heavy machine gun back.
I don't know if I'll be close enough to.
4 inches. Yeah, you're just in. You'll get a couple stands in, which is fine. All you need to do is, if you push me out of that building, and then you're still in bulletproof cover. If you win the assault, you can consolidate into the building. All right, and then put the machine gun in the building. What's the range on the latte?
20 inches.
Really, 20 inches? Oh wow. Oh yeah. So you can put the latte in the building, then that's fine.
Yeah, the latte's just gonna shoot out a window.
Yeah, good.
Maybe become deaf, but definitely shooting out of a window.
And then the rest of your infantry here, you definitely want to consolidate so they're all in bulletproof cover. And then remember, you can move on top of this objective if you want here. And if we have to, we can replace it with a flat one.
Okay.
Defense. I'll do that right now, so you can put your infantry all over the place there.
I'm just gonna bump these. I'm gonna have the latte position so that they can get the side of this one over here. Did you catch that, Luke?
I'm sorry?
I'm positioning the latte so that they can kind of catch that stub.
Yeah.
Kind of one off. Surprise. Although I don't think it'll still be. I think it'll still be a front armor, but.
Yeah. Some shots are better than that.
No,
You can leave one in there though.
yeah, that's fine in there. Nothing special.
Not, but I've already mentioned that you didn't have to worry about your heavy machine gun being out of command since he didn't move at all.
Yeah. Besides that.
Yep.
Assault. Is there anything particular that you want to say about assault?
Make sure if you're assaulting infantry, make sure you pin them down. If you're trying to assault a tank platoon, try to assault one that's bailed that blocks the line of sight shooting for everybody else. So that way you take the least amount of defensive fire that you can possibly get. Smoke is also a good option to use.
All right.
All right, so what Ron's going to try and do is assault here. You need to be within 4 inches to assault. So this stand is going to come in here, and then this stand will kind of buddy off that one like this. And I need to be within 7 inches to give defensive fire, supporting defensive
8
fire.
inches.
So none of these are in range, and neither is my heavy machine gun over here. Which
Sorry, what was that?
It's 8 inches, not 7.
Well, there's 2 novice players playing this demo game, so.
You can continue.
means I'm only going to get 1 defensive fire shot from these guys here. This guy can't let any defensive fire because he'd be shooting through his own stand. So 1 shot.
You can pause right there.
there.
So
And
your infantry, you can shoot. He can shoot through that stand because it's his own guys. They haven't moved in the previous turn, so it's defensive fire, so they can shoot through.
I do believe that the infantry just above that building, those 2 loose stands, I do believe those are pinned, or they were just pinned.
Well, it's fine, but he can still shoot with that extra stand.
Yeah.
No, that's you don't need to roll to get into assault. You need to roll to kill me once you get in. Okay. The only way you get in is the only way you don't get in is if I pin you down on the way.
Oh, okay.
But I only get 1 shot of defensive fire, so there's no shot of that happening.
Okay.
So 1 shot of defensive fire. Because I'm pinned down, it would ordinarily be 2 shots, but it's only 1 now. So 1 shot defensive fire, between 1 and 4, which I do hit. So you just need to make a regular infantry save with a 3. But you fail, which means one of those stands dies. All right, and so now you need to make a skill check to kill me. Does it say your assault is anything special in the notes section?
Yes, my assault, never mind, it's just a skill.
Yep, so you assault me on 4, so you fail, and now I need to do a skill check to see if I can, you just stand there for now.
Okay.
So now I need to make a motivation test to see if I can counterattack. So I need to roll a 4 just to in combat, which I don't, which means I have to break off. And I need to be outside of, is it 4 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 inches.
So. I think it's
Or no, 6.
It's phone number 6.
I have my book.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check that because of that.
6 inches.
Sorry, I know how to play the game.
Where's it 8?
It's 6.
I was correct the first time. I did say.
Yep, and it's 6 inches. You were right. So it's 6 inches away. So I need to break off and be 6 inches away from the unit that assaulted. So they're going to go there. And they're going to go there. And you can now consolidate 4 inches.
You pause
with the
right
rest of that platoon.
So he did not go in the correct direction when he broke off. It has to be immediately backwards, away from the platoon that assaulted. So he went off to the side. What he should have done is moved back towards the white building.
Okay.
You can't pick which direction you fall back in. You kind of can, but it's the closest direction away from the assaulting team.
So straight back versus diagonally.
Yeah, because diagonally he's still moving towards. Well, he's still close to the enemy. He has to move directly away from the assaulting team, 6 inches.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So you can get everybody in the crater here. Or you can move another stand into this building there. Alrighty. So, that is your turn, correct?
Yes, that's my turn.
So this demo game went down to the very end. That assault was towards the end.
Mhm.
As you could tell from how sparse the units were. But what I mean to the end, I mean like onesies, twosies to get me off the objective. So this is kind of the last little bit of the game.
Okay.
That should be everything.
Yeah.
All right, so my turn 6. The objective is now live. You're still contesting it though with these two guys.
I thought the objective was live turn 1.
Oh, it's just whoever holds it at the end of the game. gets 2
Sweet,
points.
right.
So anyway, after this turn here, we'll see what happens with points. But anyway, I need to make a lot of save or checks.
How about this? If you can knock me out of here,
That'll make your formation.
you win.
Yeah, but anyway, it's going to be, let's just see how many points you get here because
Yeah.
we'll have to see. So, remount here on 5. He does not. Stick around on 5. He does not. So he's gone. He runs away. Remount here on 4. He does, so they stick around. And then stick around here on a 4. They do. That gives you a unit kill there. And then pretty much I need to see if I can kill these guys here. So,
Easy enough.
Nimrod's gonna point blank.
You really don't like that PL.
No, they've been obnoxious, and then we're gonna get ready to assault. The bright side, they're pinned down though, so I don't have to worry about getting a machine gun to the face. And then they'll just stand the objective here. So we'll see if we can get these guys killed. Nimrods will shoot point blank into the platoon leader there. 4 shots on 4s, hit him 3 times. So 3 saves on this bad boy. He is dead. And then we'll just skip to the assault because there's no real other shooting I can do. So you're going to get 3 shots defensive fire. Get me 9. And then I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 swings. 6 swings. I need 2 4s to clear you out of that building. And I got 5 4s.
And that is game.
That ends the game.
So by the end of it, the only thing I had left surviving were those artillery pieces in the back.
Yep. What he did was correct. He already knew that you were pinned, and that a nice thing to do if you're in a tournament being timed is to, time savers like that where you just don't shoot because the unit's already pinned. You just go in for the assault. That's a nice thing, especially if you're running short on time. Some players like to do absolutely everything, and then they run out of time a lot. And that'd be a big reason why is because they don't do those small time savers since the unit was already pinned.
And this game lasted just about 2.5 hours. Like, it was well timed for what would be standard for a tournament. He brought his British, I believe, and then I have my Finnish, and I'll actually add those in.
Those are Hungarians. Hidden rods.
Okay, my bad. I have his list though that I'll make sure that's in. From what you saw of this, what did you think?
Well, besides the few minor stuff about defensive fire range and being able to shoot infantry through infantry, everything looked good and correct for the most part.
And I believe it was a 7-2 finish.
Well, I know I saw you kill 1 platoon there. I don't know what other platoons you might have killed.
I wasn't able to kill a whole lot of platoons. I mean, I was mostly more of a road bump. I didn't but I didn't kill a whole lot of full platoons. This whole building in the back has his like headquarters and like a bunch of infantry. I could not get rid of his artillery that was back by the white building. I was trying to kill it the entire time. Like, I don't like this artillery pieces back here, and could not get rid of them. But it's how the dice rolls.
That's how they roll.
So what do you think of this video?
I liked it. You should do some more.
Oh, I should do some more like this?
Yep.
Well, there is some smoke that I could definitely show you next time around. Definitely some artillery firing. Definitely show you next time around.
Mm-hmm.
Some different tactical things that we did that were just like overarching moves.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Don't mind the name that I called this. This little John watched this video. That was me trying to come up with something funny to remember this video by to show John later.
It made me laugh.
Oh, it made you laugh?
Yep.
Made you feel specials? Like, subscribe, comment. I hope this video is useful to novice players as well as players that kind of just want to see some gameplay and see it analyzed it for the play value and for the event strategy. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time.